First round of the footy frenzy is done, and the team went pretty well. Scored 2,406, top 5%, moved up 5,000 odd spots, still sitting outside the top 20,000, but at least we moved up quite a bit. Couple of things could have gone a little better, but pretty happy with the round overall, so let's give the team a look. Defense was really good overall. Lloyd led the way, Haynes was good, Daniel was good. Doherty, it was looking like another stinker, but he managed to make his way up to a 91, so that's not too bad. And Ridley, that's fine considering how bad the Bombers were. And John Noble put on field because Duday was out and he delivered big time. Tunned up, and that's some valuable cash gen right there, so that was great. Midfield. Good things happen when you have Lachie Neale in your team. First week in the side, 157 as captain. Nothing else needs to be said. Jack McRae, 162, 37 touches. Most definitely at his best right now. Great to see. Canelio, very good. Cripps, it was great to see him back in form. 7 free kicks most definitely helps as well. Brayshaw, tunned, good. But the one thing that annoys me is now that Fife is back, his time on ground has dropped once again. Only 70% time on ground. That's a bit concerning, but we'll take the ton. Greenwood, very disappointing. Very fitting that I trade him in, and his second game in the team is his first ever game with no tackles. That's unheard of considering his tackle numbers this season, so hopefully he can bring the pressure against the Saints, but this game against the Giants, very disappointing from him. Pickett was great, Simpson as well. Rucks, Grundy was solid, and Gawn, very surprising considering he was up against Laddams, but Melbourne was shocking. Forward line, Dusty was unreal. Simkin, just a little out of form at the moment. The injury certainly hasn't helped. Still had the 17 touches, but had a fair few clangers, and just wasn't as impactful as the rest of the North midfield. Devon Smith, great first half, kicked their first 2 goals, and just disappeared in the second half. Very, very disappointing. He's just been a disappointing pick overall. First 2 rounds were great. Since then, shocking. Rankin had a day to forget. Georgiadis was good, but I guess it was only a 55 because most of his impact came during junk time. Sturt was on field because I looped Arts. He got a 75, kicked 3 goals, very good. And Brad Close with a 53, it's not the worst. So that's the team. For trades this week, the main target is Mitch Duncan. He's bottom down price, scoring like a super primo really. So he'll be in the team. Who goes out is a tough decision because a lot of these rookies haven't made enough cash for various reasons. I've considered multiple different options as to how I'm going to bring in Duncan. And as much as I don't want to trade a couple of these guys, I feel like it's the best option. Rankin, Smith, and Conroy out for Skinner, Duncan, and Draper. Rankin's break-even's up to a 76, and we're going to be trading him out sooner rather than later anyway. He's probably not going to make much more cash, and if anything, with his break-even right now, he'll probably drop. So I feel like it's a good time to let him go. Devon's been awful since round 3. Hasn't spent as much time in the middle. He's just been very frustrating to watch, so he's going. And Conroy to Draper, yeah, I don't make any cash off of it, and it probably would have been better to have started Comben, so I could do a dual position trade. But Draper looks good, probably going to make us a fair bit of cash, and I'm going to jump on that bandwagon. So this leaves me with 31.5k in the bank. Rankin, Smith, and Conroy to Skinner, Duncan, and Draper. So this is how the team will look for round 10. All the players with a bye subbed off. We should have at least 21 playing. Of course, Duday is the unknown. There are some rumours surrounding Gawn and whether he'll get up or not for the Crows game, but we've got Draper there. Captains, I'm expecting Neil to go huge against Richmond, but whether I chuck the VC or the C on him is the question, because I could VC McRae. He has a good record against Port. I'm going to do it. We'll chuck the VC on McRae, C on Neil. I'm expecting both of them to have great games regardless, so we'll stick with that. Like I said in previous videos, because of cash gen being fairly difficult this year, might have to go with some more bargain options. Next week, I'm quite interested in bringing in Luke Shuey. Big Pod did do the hammy earlier this year, so it is a bit of a risk, but he's come back, scored well. His scores overall, besides his injury-affected game, have been very good. A lot of 110 pluses. Gaff was the other one in the West Coast midfield I was considering. I've mentioned him, of course. He does spend a lot more time on ground compared to Shuey, but of course Shuey spends more time inside midfield. So he's high on the list of players I'm considering. Boak is another. He's a maybe. Taylor Adams possibly, coming off a 67, might drop quite a bit. If I don't have enough for Treloar, then Adams could be an alternative. These guys aren't quite Paddy Dangerfield, Tom Mitchell, Nat Fyfe, but like I said, because of the cash gen situation, I might have to go with different options. So that's the thinking there, and I'm going to leave it at that. Good luck to you all for round 10, and I will see you guys in the next video.